Welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya. On this channel you will see a little bit of everything, from canning to freeze drying to collaborations to hiking to hunting. You will see it all. Bear with me as I am just getting over strep throat. I'm still super congested in my head and my chest, so please bear with me. So I let my kids choose our country, and they chose Finland. So Finland is a bordering country to Russia, part of Europe. Their flag is just a red and white cross flag. Some of the interesting facts that I did find out about Finland. So if you get a speeding ticket in Finland, it's not a set ticket for everybody. So they go off of your income, which I thought was pretty interesting, considering about a month and a half ago I got a speeding ticket for going 6 over the speed limit, and it costed me $180. So curious what that would be in Finland. I have no idea. Finland's government also gives every new family that has a baby a basket. I'm not sure what's in the basket. I couldn't find that information out, but I thought that was pretty interesting that their government gives them pretty much a welcoming basket for their new little one. Their country also has a very interesting sport that they are known for, and I have seen this on the internet. It is called carry your wife, and your husband has to carry you through obstacles. I think it's like a mile that they do this, and it's pretty interesting. You should look it up. It's called Carry Your Wife, and it's a game in Finland. And another thing that I thought was interesting, the game Angry Birds came from Finland. I used to like playing that game a lot. I don't anymore, but Angry Birds came from Finland. Also, Santa Claus came from Finland, which I thought was pretty interesting. And another fun fact about Finland, they have the most saunas. So they have 5 million people over in Finland as of this year's census, and there's 2.2 million saunas in Finland. They said that almost every house in Finland has a sauna. So those are my fun facts about Finland. It was quite interesting to learn about. So I'm actually going to make 2 dishes today. One is a cookie, and it's called the Finnish caramel cookie. And my main dish is sautéed reindeer. So we don't have reindeer here in Utah, but we do have elk, and my family hunts elk, and we also hunt deer, which is what I'm doing right now. It is the middle of the archery season here in Utah, and I have been hunting deer. Some people call it venison. So this is a roast from a bull elk that I harvested, and so we are going to use it. I have let it thaw just a little bit so that we could slice it thinly. You will need your roast, some allspice, some mashed potatoes, which I gotta cut up, some cranberry sauce, some onions, some garlic, some butter, some chives if you want to use them. I don't have any chives here at the house, and I wasn't going to the store because I still don't feel super good. So let's go over and slice up our roast, and well, actually you should probably cut up our potatoes so we can get those going. So give me just a second and we will cut. Just have some russet potatoes that we're gonna cut up. So we're just gonna hurry and cut these up into some chunks. Potatoes should be good. So it has been interesting to watch other people's videos and learning different countries. But you hear about your common countries, Canadian or Canada, Russia, but there's been some really fun ones on there. Okay, so we're gonna take this over to the stove and we'll get it started, and we'll start the slicing the elk roast. Okay, there it is, all thinly sliced. Now we're gonna clean this up and I'll bring you right back. Okay, so we're gonna turn the oven on, or the stove on. We're gonna put some butter. This is, what is this? Salted sweet butter. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna add some onions. And we're gonna let that saute for a few minutes. There you go. Saute that, and we're just gonna add in a heaping spoonful of garlic. If I can open the jar. Like that. Stir that in. Let it cook for just a second. Okay, now that that's cooked, we're just going to add in the meat. I did cut it a little bit thinner, some of them. Not all of them though. Got a good stir. Wash my hand off. And then we are going to add in half a teaspoon of allspice. And you sprinkle that over. And then we're adding some salt and pepper. And then a cup of water. We're going to give that. Don't mind the crash in the background. That's just my meat slicer falling on the floor. We're gonna now let this simmer and cook. And while that's going, we're gonna start the cookies. So I forgot to say, so we're gonna bring this to a simmer and then we're gonna cover it and let it cook for about an hour. And that allspice smells amazing already. So we're just gonna let that go and we'll start the cookies. Okay, Okay, we're gonna start the finishing Kerman cookies. So you will need a cup of flour, some melted butter, and you will need a teaspoon of this, and I had to go buy the Kerman. Where did my measuring spoons go? Uh-oh, somebody stole them. Okay. So a teaspoon. Oops, where's the teaspoon? Of that, a teaspoon of cinnamon, if I can open it. Sorry guys, I am having a hard time. A teaspoon of cinnamon. 3/4 cup sugar. 3/4 cup sugar. And 1 egg. Oh gosh. That was bad. Okay. And then we're just gonna mix this all up. Okay, so that is what it looks like. Let's take a taste of it. Delicious. And now that this has come to a simmer, I'm going to give it one last good stir. And then we're going to cover it and let it cook for roughly an hour. In the meantime, we're going to make cookies. Okay, so now that we're over here, we're just going to take some, roll it in a ball, and I just have a cookie sheet with a silicone mat. And we're just going to put these on here. And the lady that I read about these cookies, she says they don't last very long because they are delicious. And I have been sneaking the cookie dough. It's really good. So I can understand her saying that they don't last very long. But this doesn't make very much. So this is a dozen on this cookie sheet, and I have maybe enough to do one more dozen. So we're gonna put these in, and how long do they cook for? 12 minutes. So I'll just get the other cookie sheet ready and see how many we get out of it. So we didn't quite get 2 dozen out of it, but that's okay. So I'll bring you back when everything's done and we can taste test it when it's all cooked. So Finland is right there. So it is a bordering country to Russia. It is part of Europe. And I am clear over here, right there. That's a long ways away from me. But let's see if our cookies are done. They look good. Let's pull them out and try one. Okay guys, so here are our cookies. So we're gonna let them cool down for just a second, but I believe they're all done. So I'm gonna put these ones in, and then we're gonna give this one a taste test. Okay, so I don't know where my cooling racks are. So we're just gonna use this towel, and we're just gonna take these off so they don't continue to cook. Oh, look at that bottom. It looks nice. Alright, push that over there. Okay, we're gonna come up close. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Perfectly golden. Look at that. Okay. She was not wrong. These are super good. Amazing. Because like she was saying, I make 2 to 3 dozen because they don't last. Not that I'm gonna eat 1.5 dozen of cookies before my kids get home, but I may hide them. So the reindeer saute is still cooking. I just put the potatoes on, so in about 45 minutes we will check on it and see how it goes. But in the meantime, I'm gonna eat me some cookies. Okay, so I don't know what happened to my camera. It decided it didn't want to work. So here is what it looks like after an hour. Looks delicious. So we're gonna serve it up and see how it tastes. Okay, so we're over here at the KitchenAid again. I just drained my potatoes. We are going to use the KitchenAid to make whipped potatoes. So I will turn you down so you can see what I'm doing. So I just have the potatoes in there. I've cut up some butter. We're just gonna put that in there, and then the KitchenAid whip, that was hot. We're just gonna put that in there, slowly push that down, lock it, and then we're gonna turn it on. And as it smashes the potatoes, normally I'd use heavy cream, but I don't have any, so we're just gonna use a little bit of milk. And again, we're just gonna add some more butter in. And scrape these down. And we'll just let that go for just a minute. And that's how you get whipped mashed potatoes. Okay, so I just have a plate here. Just gonna get us some mashed potatoes. Look at how good those look. That'll focus. Okay, then we're gonna get us some meat to top. Okay, look at that. Got a fork. Okay, Smells super good. So I do make a dish similar to this one, but I make it in the crock pot. That is really good. And I bet you it tastes really good as a reindeer. But again, we don't have reindeer here in Utah. We have elk, deer, bison. So I used an elk roast. Let's go over to the cookies. So I did end up burning the second ones just a little bit. They're a little darker than I'd like, but compared to the first batch. But these cookies are so good, except for these ones are really hard. So we'll go back to the first ones. And there's Okay, so again, my country was Finland. We made caramel cookies and sauteed reindeer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and thank you Ryan and your son Jade for inviting us to this collaboration. It was super fun to watch all the different countries and cuisines that everybody has made. I will leave the recipes for the cookies and the sauteed reindeer in the description below. I look forward to watching all of these amazing videos that everyone has done. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.